What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Breaking Down Minecraft SMP with Rocket Snail. How's everybody doing on this fine day? Actually, it's not fine. Outside, it is muggy and cold. I live in Northern California, San Francisco Bay Area. And, I mean, I really have no right to complain because other places are seeing like minus 30 degrees and it's like 50 degrees and I'm complaining about it, but it's really cold for me. Sorry. But, yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to the episode. Today's going to be a little special. So I think I have 99% completed the village. And then today what I kind of want to do is just maybe walk around, talk about the builds a little bit, just stuff like that. So no building today, I don't think. Just, going through and kind of reminiscing on everything, I guess, because it's kind of sad that the build is so near completion. Like I know nothing else. But let's try to get a sleep job. Nope, not yet. But yeah, so we're gonna do that today, I think. There we go. Get a little sleep. Boop. So let's head over. So at first glance, I like it. You know, you walk through this like kind of little valley. You got the hot air balloon greeting you. You got this nice little pathway greeting you. It's very cute. Very nice. So no real complaints here. And of course we have our sign. If you guys didn't know, the village is called Snail's Pace, which is kind of a funny little joke about my name. Anyway, yeah. So this little entrance is. I wish I had gone back further with kind of the gravel, not straight, but it kind of leads into someone else's build, so I didn't really want to get in on their territory or whatnot. So we walk in. We have our kind of little residential area. Of course, we have our little fountain. I love this fountain and this thing. Even though this thing like kind of doesn't make sense. It's like, why the hell why would you have this here? Why would you have logs and a thing that's fenced in by iron? It's like, I don't know. But it looks cool, right? Just a little accent piece, I guess. I don't really know. So here, I wouldn't have really changed anything. I like the atmosphere when you first walk in. These buildings, of course, you can't live in them. They're one space by one space, or whatever. Or 1 by 6, whatever the hell it is. I had wished that I had made them all kind of functional, just so I could interior decorate and stuff like that. Give it a little more, I don't want to say realism because it's Minecraft, but realism. Like everything is decorated, everything is kind of complete or whatnot. So that's kind of one thing that I regret doing, but it also makes these buildings really big. Like this is 5 wide already, or 7 wide if you want to count this stuff. And to make it like even near livable, it would have to be at least a space more in each direction. So it would make it a 9 wide, which is pretty large. What else? I guess we can get rid of this sign. Boop. This is our little home away from home. I really like this building. I like the the kind of 3x3 living space. Even though it's small, it's cramped, it feels very cozy and personal. And it looks pretty good from the outside as well. It's very built up on the outside, using a lot of different materials. Kind of what I like to do with my builds. Here's our goodies. Look at all the diamonds. I don't even know what I'm going to do with all the diamonds. Of course, over here we have our storage shed. That was blown apart by a creeper. Thank you very much, whoever did that. There we go. Nothing too special. I do like the stone slab and cobble slab. I think that's like a really good design. Just because it's like you have this kind of nice refined stone, and then you have the cobblestone, which is very messy, and it gives a very nice contrast. What else? We have our what's been kind of dubbed as the mayor's house of Snail's Pace, and rightfully so. It is the biggest house and probably the one that took the most time and thought and stuff like that, because it is very, it's well done in my opinion. It's probably one of the favorite, like top 5 favorite kind of steampunky houses that I've done, because there's so much detail built onto the outside of it. Like all the planters, it uses so many shades of wood and stuff like that. It just looks, it kind of just brought it all together when you step back and look at it. It's like, yeah, it's an epic house. You know what I'm saying? Not too much. I really would have loved for this to be livable, but I think if we brought it out even more, I mean, it still is. You have all this space here. And I honestly probably could just kind of section things off, make it look a little nicer, and live in it. In this little garden. This little garden, let me tell you. How well does that just kind of set that look off? Oh my goodness. It looks so good. Looks so good. Take notes. If you have a house, make a little fence garden. I guarantee you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. Let's get behind here. So here we have our other kind of angled houses. I really like the way this one came out. Maybe a little too much stone in the front, but it gives a nice kind of contrast because there's so much wood at the top half of it. But I think it came out pretty well. This is where I really started kind of going crazy with all the blocks. It's just like, let's try everything stone. You know, like half slabs and walls and stairs and full blocks and all this craziness. But I hate the chimney, but I like the house. I think it came out really nice. Looks good. Very nice contrast. And then we have this little... Is this a 3x3 as well, or is it 1x1? I don't remember. It's a 1x1. So you can't live in it, but look good. Look good, not bad. This was... I felt like these two were very rushed near the end of the builds. But, you know, I think they came out okay. And then here, I really think that this building turned into kind of the crown jewel of the whole thing. I absolutely love this building. It's a focal point. It looks fantastic. It doesn't stand out a lot, but it still remains kind of the focal point of the village. Like you have to look at it to kind of know what it is at first glance, but you still kind of, it draws your attention very well, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic in my opinion. By far my favorite thing in the village, I think. Just the kind of woodwork and the supports that went into it really give it a nice, gives it a nice feeling. And of course we have our zombie friend. Maybe we'll kill him, put him out of his misery. This guy has been in here for so long, at least a month now. And he's just kind of... Here, buddy. Good night, sweet prince. I will unleash your egg into the world to be born again as a chicken. But yeah, this building, man, I really, really love this building. Like, and it's hard to explain. It honestly is, but I love it. I absolutely adore this building. It was one of my favorite builds to do. It's just, it's such a fun build. It's so high fantasy. It's so hard to explain, but it was so fun. It was just so fun to build. But that's that, big boy. Let's go across. Then this style of bridge, I like a lot. Ouch. Oh, so we have this cave that we never did anything with, but whatever. Doesn't need to be touched. Chicken farm. Of course, we have our quarry. I don't know if I've ever shown you guys the kind of damage that I've dealt. It's this way. Yeah, this is all from the speed mining. Yeah, I kind of tore the whole place apart. I left all the coal and redstone because I don't need it. I don't need no coal and redstone. Let's get back. There's nothing to see down there anyway. Of course, our branch mining section. Lots and lots of cobblestone. Ooh, just what I needed. Thank you. Thank you, zombie. You will forever be remembered as my chess piece that will last probably a day. Thank you for your sacrifice. Here we go. Nighttime cometh. We're gonna get a sleep. A job. Asleep. Of course, we have the other balloon that I forgot to mention. This one was definitely my favorite design out of the two balloons that we did. I love the way... Let's get a good look at it. Actually, let's get a good look at both of them. Oh, someone's doing something up here. Fantastic. This is supposed to be a lighthouse. Yeah, so there's our log carrying vessel, hot air balloon, whatever. And, you know, I liked it. I like the design of it. I do. It's very ornamental. I wish I would have saved it for maybe not a working ship. Maybe like a transport vessel or something like that. Then we have this one, which is quite simple. The design of it, at least. But it's almost so ridiculous. Like, this would never fly. This would never lift a thing carrying a bunch of stone. Are you crazy? But just how the village feels, it's like, you know, it's kind of high fantasy. You know what I mean? It's kind of this steampunky. I don't know. But I love this balloon with a passion. Probably my second favorite thing. Second favorite. Let's keep it moving. Of course, we have our enchanting room, which you guys have been a part of pretty much since the beginning. We have our secret spot with a T flip-flop that we built. Nothing in there. You know, This kind of turned out to be one of my least favorite things to build. In all honesty, like, I think it looks really good, but I feel like the style that we did it needs a lot of refining. Like having this kind of, I don't know what to call it, a dent, a cutout within the roof, but having the floor squared really seems off to me. Like if I had to redo it, I would have taken this, I don't know if you guys can see my cursor very well, but I would have taken this section, this little 9x9, and pushed it in so the whole building kind of looked like a cross almost, kind of like a really fat cross. But you know, I'm happy with it. I think it's complete. I think it looks good. I think it fits within the village, but if I had to do it again, of course I would change a bunch of stuff. Let's get down here. You guys have not seen the village since I kind of finished, or the beach housing. Of course you guys have seen the leaves, whatever. But yeah, we have a little non-livable house. Haven't touched anything on the outside here. I liked the way that these buildings kind of came out, where we used no stone, which is all wooden colors. It kind of it came out good. It's still, why is that missing a half slab? I don't know. It still fits. It still matches within the village, because we still have the common theme of like the oak and the dark wood and the iron and stuff like that, and fence posts or whatever. There's still common themes. It's just different, but it still fits. And that's kind of what we were going for. So I think we accomplished that task. Here's our beachside living space, of course. So what I've kind of done is I've gone around and planted a bunch of dark oak trees. Just because I stood up here and I looked at it and I was like, it looks kind of plain. Let's kind of fill up the space. Let's diversify. And kind of just filled it with stuff. So I added the lanterns, I added trees, stuff like that. Nothing special, no custom trees, whatever. Just the same lanterns that we've done up here. We put them down here. And you know, I think it came out. I think that's what kind of set it off for me. It's like, it kind of looks plain. Like the whole time I was building it, I was so worried that it was just kind of going to be plain, because there was this huge kind of empty space in the middle. But I think the trees and the fountain, the lanterns and the gravel and the grass all came together at the very end, and now it looks pretty sweet. IMO. But yeah, that's snail's pace, guys. I think we're gonna move on to our next project. It's gonna be a shorter one, but it's gonna be kind of a bigger thing. It's gonna be a bigger building, but it's gonna be not as many episodes as the village, I hope. Because I want to get home. 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 But this is going to be... Here, let's get up here. I think I've shown you guys this before. Let's get up here. This is it, right? Yes, this is it. So, astronomy tower. We have this nice little rock thing. I don't know. A rock thing that we're going to build upon. Looks like people are already building other stuff. I don't know what's going on anymore. All I know is I'm building an astronomy tower. That's all that matters to me, baby. But yeah, I think that's going to do for the episode, guys. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this project, because I did. I certainly did. I learned a lot about the style that we were doing it in. Kind of adding my own flair within it, which is always fantastic. Because no one just wants to watch someone clone a style of someone else's, you know what I mean? And I think next episode as well, you can see I've kind of cleaned up a little bit already, but I think next episode I'm going to blow this tree up. You heard it here first. I'm going to make a bunch of TNT. I'm going to blow it up. Because I am too lazy to take down all those feathers. All this freaking mess of redstone. Good God. Perfect timing because my throat's getting all scratchy again. But I think that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. If you liked it, leave me one. And of course, I will see you guys next episode. Bye-bye.